Sorry ass DJ.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy, That Singer Reactions, coming to y'all with a very serious topic. I thought that it would be an incredible idea to use, because I have 31,000 subscribers. By the way, this is completely, there's no script here, there's no nothing, so you're gonna hear this how you're gonna hear it. And I basically just want to use my platform to also bring awareness to like mental illness and mental health, because like I said before, everybody knows my situation. And I want to talk a bit about the emetophobia, you know what I'm saying, that I've always had, which is a fear of like vomiting. And there's people who probably suffer the same thing that I have. That is kind of the basis of my entire anxiety, the crippling of me being off for 7 months, the reason why I'm on medicine. It's all because of that. And I want to kind of talk to you about how I've been dealing with that and how I cope and how I actually get it to a place where I can control it. Because I was one of those people, just like you. If you're looking at this, I understand you. I understand you, because I was that guy or that girl who's looking at videos trying to find ways, like, do people overcome this? Do people do this? I'm gonna tell you what, that has been my biggest battle, suffering from emetophobia. Like, because I've had that since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? And something as simple as a gag gagging can resurface that entire sensory in my body, you know what I'm saying? Where your mind is telling you, because I think the thing with all of us is we aren't scared of like puking. We want to do it, but our body is telling us something different. Our body is letting us know that we're in danger. Our body is, you know what I'm saying? And at least that's the experience for me. It's always been like, my body doesn't, you know, I panic and I shake and I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you how I got over it. I still suffer from it, but I'll tell you how I got control of it. Because I didn't realize so much, and when you suffer from this, you can sometimes feel so sick, like you're actually about to like puke or something. That's the funny thing. The funny thing about that, you can feel like you're about to puke. And I remember I was at a crossroads when I was during my entire 7 months of just deep depression and my GAD. I remember I was in that very, very deep because of that. I even went to the emergency room 10 times in a month, because I was literally trying to find ways to calm that nausea down. So I was, they gave me this medicine called Zofran. And some of you might know that. Zofran is it's like for chronic nausea and stuff like that. It kind of stops you from being nauseous, and it does work. I actually love that medicine. That medicine, along with hydroxyzine, which hydroxyzine doesn't work by itself to me. If I take the combination of hydroxyzine and Zofran together, it's an incredible combination of like kind of killing that nausea. But that's the problem. I think the thing is, that's only dealing with the problem. You know what I'm saying? That issue there. You know what I'm saying, at the moment. But I'll tell you how I steps of how I've been coping with overcoming my fear of that. When I was at a crossroads, I was stuck between crying and, you know, suicide is something that just, it was different for me, because I know a lot of people get to this point where you feel like you don't want to be here no more, because that's, to them, that's an easy way out. And by all means, do not do anything like that, because I feel like all you do is take the burden from what you feel and you put it on people who love you. That's all that's doing. That's why suicide was not even an option for me, which made me feel even more trapped. Because no matter what you think, there is somebody out there that loves you, period. There's somebody out there that loves you, period. And that's the thing about that. And like I said before, but I was in a crossroads where I was feeling like I couldn't, decide. I didn't know what to do. So I ended up going outside. This was what I did. I went outside and I said, I took myself through my own therapy. I wish he stopped. Oh my God. Anyway, I took myself through my own therapy. I literally trained myself outside of doctors, psychiatrists, myself. I said, I'm going to go outside every day and I'm going to let my anxiety flare. Because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know anything else to do. I said I was going to go out there and I was just going to let it go. And I did. And man, the build up to it was hard. It was hard because I knew it was coming. I knew that the anxiety was about to it was going to creep up. But here's where things kind of got tricky for me, in a good way. So when it built up to me gagging, because that's my peak of anxiety. Once I start gagging, it's here it is. It's starting. The monster is here, and the cool down is there. But there's something that I noticed. I never throw up. I never puke. I always gag and nothing comes out. And that's because I found out through research, through my psychiatrist, that it is just the fear that is triggering your senses. You don't have any bodily fluids to puke up. Your body's not gonna waste anything that's in your system that doesn't need to, do that. And I realized that, literally trying to. This is like I said, this is the early peak of everything. This was when I was starting out, when I was really, really sick. And it just kind of came to a head because no medicine that I had was working. Buspar was not working. And Buspar, they gave me that in the emergency room starting out. Then I seen a doctor and then they kind of put me on that. And then they also gave me Zoloft. And everybody know, like I said before in one of my previous mental illness videos, the Zoloft was good. I'm not sure, but I didn't take that until maybe it took me 2 months to start that because they said one of the side effects could be nausea, and immediately your mind is so powerful that it will trigger. I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna say this directly to y'all. Do not look at side effects, okay? Don't look at them, because my fear of me looking at the side effects, I did not experience none of them, okay? I didn't experience no side effect. Only thing I experienced was the loss of appetite, big time, and I didn't get brain zaps and all this crap, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't get all of the stuff that they were saying. Somebody else could be different, but I didn't get none of this stuff. But I feel like if you are nauseous like me, which stopped me from taking it, as soon as I would have took that, I remember I took that one day. I took it as it was scheduled to me, but when I took it that one day, I remember I immediately was nauseous right after I took it, because in my mind I was already set on being nauseous because the side effect was nausea. If I didn't look that up, I would have never knew that. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing. I was in a group where people were just talking about their experiences, but it was just nothing but bad. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of scared me away from it. Don't join no groups like that. What you need to do is, if you're supposed to get the medicine, just take the medicine. You know what I'm saying? Just take the medicine. You know what I'm saying? Don't look up what it does. Don't take it as scheduled, but don't do anything. Like I said before, I have 4 medicines I'm on. I'm on Zofran, I'm on hydroxyzine, I am on, I have Xanax when needed, where I see my psychiatrist for those. And like I said before, I really take those when I need to. That is when I can't control, you know what I'm saying, just maybe in a situation, boom, and that'll get me together. So I kind of very take those very seriously and don't abuse those. You know what I'm saying? It feels good having it by my side. And I am lucky to have a psychiatrist who is very supportive, who understands, like, I'm a guy who I don't like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I could just erase all of it, I would rather do it. But you know what I'm saying? This right now has been getting me by all this. And then I also take Lexapro. I take that every single day. Lexapro is the medicine that actually turned everything around for me. Everything. Like I said before, nothing worked, but Lexapro worked. Because I couldn't decide if Lexapro was, I couldn't decide if I was just somehow making myself better or if it was the medicine. But I know it didn't start until I really took that medicine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting people know that when I got out there to get myself to get sick, because that's what I was ready for. I was ready for the conclusion. I was ready for it to come to a head. I was like, I'm tired of this. I am so tired. I'm gonna let this anxiety flare up. By the time it was time to flare up, there was nothing happening. There was nothing happening. And every single day, I gave myself basically this therapy session where I would go outside every day to challenge it. Now, the funny thing about challenging your fear is when you challenge it, then it's scared to come out. This is dead serious. Like, I went out there because I was ready for it to flare up again, and I was waiting. And this is what I do. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. This is like a tip for people with emetophobia like me. So I would go out there, right? And when I would gag, I would hype myself up. And I know it could be funny to a lot of people. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But this is some serious stuff that really messed me up for years to do anything in life. But when you go out there, I was doing this. Every time I would gag, I'm like, yes. While I'm panicking, excuse me. While I'm panicking, yes, come on. You know what I'm saying? I was hyping myself up to not be scared. I would gag again. Yeah, come on, I'm not afraid. Like, I was pumping myself up, and that was kind of helping to the point where, you know, I ended up just not gagging. You know what I'm saying? I would be done for the day. You know what I'm saying? Every time I would gag, I would feel better. It's almost like as if you puked and you feel better. Every time I gag, it's like a bar where the meter goes up, and once I gag, and I'm not too, it's almost like your body said, hey, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Like, my body tells me that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm already gagging, I'm already doing the worst. And boom, I'm actually handling this well. Nothing is happening bad, you know what I'm saying? I went through this for 7 months, gagging every single day, and I have not puked one time. The funny thing is I think the puking would have been easier. I'm gonna tell you why, because I dealt with the worst part. And people who have this understand what I mean. People say that the build up to puking is the worst. That is the only part I dealt with. That was it. It wasn't the puking, it was the build up, which is the worst part. That's the only part that I dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I dealt with. So once I got over the fear of that and I ended up walking, because taking walks really helps. It's kind of good to let yourself flare outside than inside. That was better for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, that worked out for me, and I liked that. But I just want to let people know, I don't want to make this video like super long. I just want to let people know that it's something that you can fight, and you have to understand that it is just a fear. It's a fear that once it happens, I think you'll realize that it is not scary. Like this, every YouTube video on here I've seen, on emetophobia. I've seen every last one of them. I've seen people talk about it and this and this. And I literally was like, Jesus Christ, how can I get to this point? I am not here. Everybody seems content, cool. I get it, man. Like, I was really where y'all was at, man. Like, and I found a way to kind of maintain it. Like, when I feel like it's coming on, I'll just go outside and I'll handle it. You know what I'm saying? Let it flare up. This is just how I handle it. You know what I'm saying? Some people might have a different mechanism of doing things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times counting to 7 and doing all this stuff a lot of that stuff didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? It didn't work for me. I remember I even wrote on a thing, this did work. I wrote, I had a piece of paper that said, you are not going to throw up. It's just making you seem like you're gonna throw up or something like that. It was some kind of a message that I carried with me when I walked. So when I was about to gag, I would look at that, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of kept me like, okay, cool. I got to remember that I'm not going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do this. My body is just, my brain is triggering a sensor that's off of my fear that's making me think that I'm in danger. Something is terribly wrong, this and this and this, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to get sleepy afterwards. You know, I had the best sleep afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, like, once I went through it. But I just want to let you know that this is something that a lot of people battle. People don't speak out about it because for a lot of people, it's like weird. You know what I'm saying? This is a very human thing, but a lot of us can't handle it. That's the reason why I don't drink or anything like that. I've never drunk like liquor or beer in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never done anything like that because of that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, I couldn't go to parties and have fun and feel what it's like to not feel things. I always had to deal with everything. I had nothing to numb the pain with, you feel me? So I had to deal with that flat on. And like I said before, you can get a control over it. You just gotta know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just tips for some people out there. And like I said before, I have a lot of subscribers on here. A lot of people probably come to me because, you know, watch me because it sometimes helps them get through and stuff like that. But I just want to let you know that I want to keep this train going, because as long as I got a channel like this, I want to kind of keep up on the mental health stuff, because that's something I'm very passionate about. I want to help other people out. I don't want to just be doing this. I don't want no fame from this. I want to be able to take care of my family, myself, and I actually want to help other people. That is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make it on TV or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? As long as I got a big platform like this, I definitely want to make sure that I get, do stuff like this. When you got a big platform, you can do something different also. So this will be a reaction channel 100% all the time. But I will have mental health videos in here for those who need it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing videos like this. I'll do this every week about mental. So you can put in the comment section of a topic that you might want to know, because I can be definitely a safe haven where we can all let out whatever you're going through with no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said before, everybody can go through something, and people, you know what I'm saying, might judge you, and people might think that's it, but people like me understand it. Might have not understood it at first, but I definitely understood it. I'm 32 years old. I'm 32 years old. So, like, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank y'all so much for watching, man. Comment, like, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, man, you know, everything else is in my link description. You know, I just want to just let y'all know that, man, that I'm be bringing awareness to mental health for sure. And thank y'all so much for watching. I love all y'all.